Hey everybody, it's Campfire Trish, and with the holiday season just right around the corner, in today's video we're going to be giving you a short, small little maybe camp gifting idea guide for this upcoming year. Everything we're showing is not in any particular order. What we're talking about is just some of the things that we have found very useful throughout the years that we come back to. And I'm sure if you watched my channel, you're going to be able to guess quite easily some of the items that we're going to be talking about today. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, just talking about maybe some neat gifting ideas if you're stuck trying to think, oh, what should I get Uncle Joe or my kids or my spouse or whatever. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is the trusty old cast iron cooking gear. So cast iron comes in many different flavors, shapes, and varieties. Way back when, about 23 years ago, we ended up going to one of the warehouses close to us, and we were starting our camping adventure then, and we found a box full of cast iron, and that's what all of our cast iron comes from. So cast iron is very durable. It is easy to clean, easy to cook in, and it lasts forever. Like I said, this thing is over 20 years old, and yeah, we almost use cast iron every single day in our normal cooking experiences, and then we use it whenever we're camping as well. There's lots of different shapes, sizes. You can get cast iron in the Dutch oven style, frying pan style, grill pan size. You can get it in like biscuit form. I don't have that one. And it usually ranges. The cool thing is there's so many different makers of it that you can really find it for any type of, whatever your price range is. So you can start off at $25 and it can go up to $500 depending on what you're looking for. The also thing always to consider is if you are price conscious, you can always thrift it. Like you can go to a Goodwill or antique shop, and even if your cast iron has a little bit of rust on it, you can restore that bad boy. And because I've done it before, so I'll make sure, if you haven't seen me restore a cast iron grill pan, I'll post that in the description below. But it's really easy to restore if you put a little elbow grease. If you have the time and the effort, you definitely can restore it. And again, it all depends. There's lots of things you could do with cast iron. I cook in it all the time, and I mean, it's really fun. I mean, it's relatively easy to use.
Only drawback. Okay.
What? Oh.
Only drawback.
Yeah.
You will get dirty.
Yeah, you get a little sooty. I noticed that. I was like, don't wipe my nose.
When you cook over the fire, your pan gets sooty.
Yeah. And they're hot, so be mindful of that.
Oh,
but
get your handle cover or something over gloves.
Yes. Yeah, when you're doing cast iron. So that is our first idea. It's heavy though, so you gotta keep that in mind too. Next on the list is pie irons. So again, something else that we've definitely used on the channel before. These are like your step down from cast iron. And let me tell you, honestly, if you're gonna get one thing, if you want one cast iron to start off with, I think going with a dual pie iron is a good way to go. The reason is because you can do so much with it. This is not just about making a pie or a hand pie.
Or sandwiches.
Or sandwiches or anything.
Sandwiches, tacos, pies, eggs. You can make anything.
You can do anything.
You can do it in a skillet. You can do it here.
Yep. So we've definitely taken them apart and did eggs on one side, and you can cook your bacon on the other. It's so durable. It's so useful. And it takes minimal, like, you watch it, but you don't have to watch it. It's really versatile.
Mm-hmm.
And usually they range, depending on what size and brand you get. They range usually from like $15 up to $45-ish. That's what kind of the range I usually see. And again, so it just depends on what type you have. One thing I would say to keep in mind is make sure, I've had, even with a name brand version, my handles fell off. So you may want to kind of just double check them if you're going for a little bit less
Get a
expensive.
good brand. It wasn't a name brand. We got the Bass Pro Shops in-house brand.
Oh.
And the handle came off like the first time we used it.
The first time we used it. So again, but they're so versatile. And now that we went to the double, I mean, that's our preferable one because you can make two sandwiches at once, which is good if you have a larger family. So pie irons.
They should make a 4x.
They should make a 4x. That would be pretty cool.
Or a big round one for tortillas.
Oh yeah. But yeah, pie irons, go for that. All right, the next one up on our list, and I'll say our examples are not, these are our household examples, but you don't want the dark to cramp your style by any means. So it is important to make sure you have good light sources. So they can either be just our traditional flashlights, and there's a whole arrangement of those. You can get them for $1. Those little tiny ones, you can get them for $1. You can get some that are rechargeable with batteries. You can get them, I mean, the price ranges vary. So you have just the regular flashlights, you have the headlights, headlamps, thank you. Headlamps that you can use that go right on your head. I've seen even gloves with like little flashlights in them. You can go with like the more traditional, this is not a great example either, but like the lanterns.
Yeah, this is just a neat lantern. I mean, it's kind of, it's not very high quality or high, but it does work. Nice thing about it though is it keeps a little set of tools.
Yeah.
They're not super handy, but they do come in a pinch.
So it's versatile. You also have your kerosene lamps. You have your, what other, oil lamps?
Oil lamps, yeah.
What other kinds have we had in the past? I mean, you have the typical lantern.
The spotlight.
The spotlights.
This one is batteries.
But there are so many things, and they're great. So it's good to have them just around the campsite. It's great if you're going out to the bathroom and it's dark. You want to see your way to make sure you don't walk onto any, friendly guests like the neighborhood possum, or better yet, the skunk, or bear.
Possums are
Been
gonna
there.
you.
No, but you don't want to be startled by them. You like to see them before you come along.
You're biased against possums.
Maybe, but either way, it's will light your way, and it's also good if you have children that might be their first time camping and they're a little bit scared of being in the dark. Having that flashlight that they can kind of hold and handle is a good idea too. So again, there's cutesy ones, there's kitty ones. There's all different types of light sources. And honestly, if I have electricity in my campsite, I also like to do even just string Christmas lights just to light up a canopy or
lights or whatever.
Yeah,
LED
whatever.
lights.
Yeah, so there's so many options. But it's nice when you can light up your campsite. So that way, especially if it's getting darker earlier, before time changes or after time changes or whatever, if you're a night owl, you want to be able to see and not be trapped laying in your tent or whatever in the dark.
You don't want to be trapped for sure.
Trapped. You know what I mean. But yeah, flashlights, lanterns.
And when you store them, take the batteries out or they get gross.
Oh yeah, that's your public service announcement. Next on the list is another one that can make or break you. There's so many different arrangements for this next one on the list. And it's their traditional camping seat, camping chair, whatever you want to call them. They range, price ranges.
Oh, good Lord, whatever you want.
I mean, from cheap to expensive for sure. You can have just a little tripod that literally folds up and weighs like next to nothing if you're backpacking. You can go up to the traditional
If you're camping for a while, you might want something a little more comfortable. One of those gravity reclining chairs is awesome.
That's like top tier, but you can go simple too.
There are some folding chairs that are very comfortable. But
yeah,
get you a good folding chair.
Yeah, and you can do
or a good reclining chair, whichever.
I mean, there's some that have the cup holders. There's some that have little table attachments. Again, if you're traveling a lot, you want to probably go with something a little bit lighter. But if you're, you know, just breaking it out of your car, you can do the sturdier versions. You can do the reclining ones. Like we have the gravity chairs, which we absolutely love.
Oh, yeah.
They have the double
Our kids
deckers.
buy this for them all the time.
Yes. They have the love seat ones where you can, you know, sit next to your loved one. Or you can use it to spread out some more.
Take a nap.
They have inflatable ones. Now, I would be careful if you're using an inflatable one because obviously you wouldn't want to pop it. They have the rocking ones with the canopy. So we have used some of those ones with the canopies before. I guess it just depends on what you're looking for. They're sometimes not as sturdy, I feel.
We have a tripod umbrella that we prefer.
Yeah. So again, there's so many options, and the price ranges are huge. I'm not necessarily giving any price ranges in this video because, for one, you can always catch a sale from somewhere. And you just gotta price check, and then you gotta sit. Like, I definitely recommend going in store and like sitting in the chair itself to see what you think, because sometimes they might sit funny. Like, they might feel good for one person but not great for another person because perhaps the back support is you know, not so great or whatnot. But yeah, good camping chair, that's a good option, and a good range of prices. And you know, if you can always, they have kid sizes. I mean, they have dog sizes if you want. There's so many different things out there. All right, so for the last one we're going to talk about in this video today is the Solo Stove. Now, again, if you watch my channel, you absolutely have seen this multiple times, practically in every video, and this is not the last one, my Solo Stove. Or any pretty much almost all of my recent outdoor ones is the Solo Stove. Now, the cool thing with the Solo Stove is they absolutely range from $70 and then up until $500 depending on the accessory. $700 I think I even saw, depending on the accessories you use. They start off with a smaller version. Of course, the smaller the version, the less outward heat it might produce, but it might be fitting well for your camping needs.
Yeah, if you're backpacking, you want a small one.
Yep, and you can definitely cook on them. That's why I like them so much, is they have that nice little lip, which is probably too hot for you to touch right now, but they have a lip or a grill. You can put a grill grate on them, and you can put your, you know, your frying pan right on top, or your up a little higher. There you go, right on top, or your pot or whatever.
And this is the Titan.
No, that's the campfire.
That's the campfire. So the campfire is big enough for a couple people. You could cook two small steaks next to each other on a grill on top of it.
Yep.
Or in a frying pan that size, and it works fine.
Yeah.
It's good size for this particular pie iron.
Oh yeah.
Pie iron. So yeah, it's a good size for that. But it's not very portable. So if you're going backpacking, you're probably gonna want something a little smaller.
Yeah.
Like the Ohuhu.
Well, that's not Solo Stove, but
yeah, it's the same kind of stuff.
Yeah, but they also have a smaller one. I think I have a picture of it and I'll post it. This is what I found Black Friday shopping, and I got excited because I saw it in Target of all places. So again,
they're branching out.
Yeah, there's a lot of different places.
I want their pie.
Their pie.
They have a pizza maker.
Oh yeah. So again,
wood pellets, apparently.
Huge. And the thing about the Solo Stove, which I really like, is once you get that fire going, it's virtually smoke free, which is really nice. And it just heats well. You can use wood pellets in it. I mean, there's so much you can do with a Solo Stove that you know, and I'm not sponsored by them. If they want to sponsor me, hey, but
nobody gives us any money or anything free.
No, nothing. I buy all of these. We buy all this stuff ourselves, or it's a gifted by family. But I don't think that even happens. I think we bought everything we've owned.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, lots of different. So you've seen my campfire. I also have the bonfire, which is a bigger one that I've cooked on as well. So lots of different options with the Solo Stove, and I just think it's really versatile. Now I will say there are other brands that are similar to Solo Stove, which we did purchase one last year. We've done one video, maybe 2 videos on that.
The Craftsman.
And it was pretty comparable.
Yeah, it works.
I think there was
very similar.
once it's set up, it was comparable. There was just more setup compared to the Solo Stove.
Oh, yeah, putting together was a lot. This is a plug and play option.
Yeah.
The Craftsman you kind of had to put together.
Yeah. But the Solo Stove is just what we use more often because it's just more handy.
Well, it's here. The other one's down at the dock.
Right. So, again, Solo Stove or a fire pit of some sort that's portable. It's a great option. And again, they range in prices. Catch a sale, because that's what we did. I know for the campfire we caught a sale.
Yeah, we got 2 for 1 and gave one to your sister-in-law.
Yeah. So Solo Stove was our other big option. And yeah, there's lots of different camping gear. What's your favorite? Post in the comments below. But now I'm going to move on to the last little piece. So we talked about the big pieces of gear. Now I'm just talking about like stocking stuffer. So if you're looking for something small, you don't want to, if you have a limited budget, but you want some really cool ideas, I think anything like those little fire starters are a good idea. So this is like one, here's just one of the little fire starters this one like lights wet wood.
It's just little pellets that you put on to light up, and it burns very hot for quite a while.
But you have your magnesium, your flint and steel. This is like a survival torch. We probably need to try these out. I don't think we've tried them.
This is a flint and steel. But the cool thing about it, and I got one of those things I found on a super, like, 75% off sale on Amazon or something. One of those things. But it comes together like this, and it comes with this rope here, and the rope is your tinder. So you take a little bit off the end and fray it, right? Sorry, I'm not high enough apparently. Whatever. And then you got your striker here, so you use that part to just your flint and steel, so just a regular thing. As I catch everything on fire, right?
Yeah.
And we've used it. It works very well. I like it. I thought it was neat, so I grabbed it.
Yeah, so that, again, just looking around, this is just a little gift that somebody gave us, or son actually. It's just like a little fishing gear, little tackle box that is easy to put in a stocking.
Yeah, just handy little thing to have around. Throw it in your glove box.
Yeah.
Set some fishing gear.
Absolutely. And then, of course, if it's chillier, or, I mean, this could be fall or winter camping, heck, even sometimes in the summertime, is these little hot hands. These are like little warmers that we use on occasion for sure, but this is like, they have toe warmers now. They have the hand warmers. Oops, as I put them upside down.
You see who needs them.
Me.
Just saying.
Yes.
Look at the 2 of us out here.
Yeah. And then these are body warmers. So you put it on, and you put you put them between a layer, like you've got like a
have
little...
like a t-shirt underneath. You slap that on a t-shirt, then put your outer layer over the top.
Yeah, and that's going to keep you nice and warm. This is great, like sleeping for bedtime. But yeah, that will kind of, if you're kind of a cold-natured person, and yeah, that is the difference. I am in my heavier jacket, and he's in his
Christmas t-shirt.
His t-shirt. Hey, I got some Christmas Eeyores on.
Show it off, baby. Show it off.
But
this
yeah,
is a family channel. What are you doing?
Woohoo! But yeah, there's so like even hats, like putting hats in the stockings, gloves. I do have those in my hands, right in my pockets. But yeah, those little things that you can just stick in the stocking or whatever. It's a great little idea. There's so much stuff. There's like food. I mean, you can do those ready to eat foods and you just need water. I mean, there's so many options. But yeah, get out there, have fun doing some shopping. Hopefully this video has made it a little bit easier for somebody to come up with an idea for Christmas or Hanukkah or birthday, whatever gift giving you're doing today or in the future. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and be on the lookout for more holiday inspired videos next week. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen, Sam has made this very smoky.
It'll go away in 2 seconds.
He put some dried
Keep going.
leaves.
There
He
it
put
goes.
some dried leaves in
The solo stove.
in the solo stove. But yeah, now it's smokeless again. But you made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, if you've enjoyed watching this, make sure you give me a like, comment below what's your favorite gift giving camping related idea. Yeah, get out there, have some fun, enjoy the time, be on the lookout for more holiday inspired videos coming up. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time, bye.